In the land of Canaan, a boy named Yusuf had a dream so strange he ran to tell his father before the sun had fully risen. "Father," Yusuf said, "I saw 11 stars, the sun and the moon, all bowing down before me." Yaqub's eyes filled with wonder but also worry. "Tell this dream to no one, my son," he warned, "not even your brothers." But the tent walls were thin and jealous ears were listening. Yusuf's brothers had long resented their father's love for him. "Our father loves this boy more than all of us combined," one brother hissed. "Something must be done about Yusuf." The next morning, the brothers approached Yaqub with a request. "Let Yusuf come with us to the fields. We will care for him." Yaqub hesitated, fear stirring in his heart, but he did not want to refuse his sons. Reluctantly, he let Yusuf go. Far from home, in the quiet of the open desert, the brothers' resentment turned into something far darker. They argued among themselves. Some wanted to kill him, but one brother pleaded for mercy. "Do not kill him, cast him into the well instead." Respectfully, without showing violence, the story turns. Yusuf was lowered into the dark well and left there alone in the silence. The brothers dipped Yusuf's shirt in the blood of an animal and returned home with a story of tragedy. A wolf, they claimed, had devoured him. Yaqub took the shirt in his hands, and though he wept, something in his heart refused to believe the story entirely. Back at the well, a traveling caravan stopped to draw water and found something far more valuable than they expected. The traders pulled Yusuf from the well and, seeing an opportunity for profit, decided to take him to Egypt to be sold. Days later, in a bustling Egyptian marketplace, Yusuf stood before strangers as a commodity to be bought and sold. A respected Egyptian nobleman named Al-Aziz purchased the boy, sensing something unusual in him. "Treat him kindly," he told his household. "He may be of great worth to us." Years passed. Yusuf grew into a young man known throughout the household for his wisdom, honesty, and remarkable character. But Al-Aziz's wife, Zuleika, began to feel something for the young man that went far beyond simple admiration. One day, alone in the house, Zuleika closed the doors and tried to draw Yusuf toward her. But his faith held firm, and he fled toward the door. At that very moment, Al-Aziz entered and found his wife accusing Yusuf, while the torn fabric told a very different story. A wise relative examined the torn shirt and declared the truth plainly. "If it is torn from behind, then she is lying and he is innocent." Though proven innocent, whispers and scandal spread through the city. To silence the rumors, Al-Aziz reluctantly had Yusuf imprisoned. In the darkness of prison, Yusuf never lost his faith or his kindness. Other prisoners soon found comfort in his presence. Two fellow prisoners, troubled by strange dreams, came to Yusuf. "We heard you can explain the meaning of dreams," they said. Yusuf listened carefully, then spoke. "One of you will be freed and serve the king once more. The other's fate will not be as kind." Just as Yusuf foretold, one man was freed and returned to serve the king. But in his relief, he forgot to mention Yusuf at all. Years passed in that quiet cell. Yusuf remained patient, never bitter, trusting that his time would come. Meanwhile, the king of Egypt had a troubling dream. 7 fat cows devoured by 7 starving ones, and no advisor could explain it. The freed prisoner, now serving the king again, suddenly remembered. "I know a man who can interpret this," he said. "Let me bring word to him." From his prison cell, Yusuf explained the dream's true meaning: 7 years of abundant harvest followed by 7 years of severe famine. "Store grain during the years of plenty," Yusuf advised, "and Egypt will survive the famine that follows." The king was astonished by his wisdom. The king ordered Yusuf brought before him at once. But Yusuf, ever dignified, requested one thing first, that his innocence be publicly confirmed. The truth was investigated once more. This time, Zuleika herself admitted before the court, "It was I who sought him. He was innocent all along." With his name finally cleared, Yusuf walked out of prison not as a freed criminal, but as an honored, respected man. The king appointed Yusuf to oversee Egypt's granaries and treasury, trusting him with the very survival of the kingdom. For 7 years, Yusuf wisely stored grain across Egypt, preparing the kingdom for the hardship he knew was coming. Just as Yusuf had foretold, the abundance ended. A severe famine spread across the land, reaching even distant Canaan. Word spread that Egypt alone had grain to sell. Yaqub, now elderly and still grieving his lost son, sent his remaining sons to buy food. After a long journey, the brothers arrived in Egypt and stood before the powerful official in charge of the grain, never suspecting who he truly was. Yusuf recognized his brothers instantly. They did not recognize him at all. The frightened boy from the well was now a man of power. Yusuf gave them grain, but asked careful questions about their family. Learning of a younger brother left behind, he made a request. "Bring him next time as proof of your honesty." The brothers returned to Canaan and pleaded with Yaqub to let Benjamin, his youngest and most beloved remaining son, travel with them. With deep sorrow and a heavy heart, Yaqub finally agreed, whispering, "Do not lose hope in God's mercy, no matter what comes." In Egypt, Yusuf welcomed his brothers warmly and quietly arranged for Benjamin to sit beside him, revealing nothing but feeling everything. Before they departed, Yusuf secretly had his own royal cup placed into Benjamin's grain sack, a plan only he understood. As the brothers left the city, royal guards stopped their caravan. "A cup has gone missing," they declared. "We must search your bags." The cup was found in Benjamin's sack, just as Yusuf had planned. The brothers were stricken with fear and confusion. The brothers begged Yusuf to take one of them instead. "Our father cannot bear to lose him too," they pleaded, not knowing they spoke to Yusuf himself. Hearing his brothers speak of their father's endless grief and their own regret, something inside Yusuf could no longer stay hidden. "Do you remember," Yusuf finally said, voice breaking, "what you did to your brother and to Yusuf when you were young?" "I am Yusuf," he said softly, "and this is my brother." The room fell utterly silent as the truth finally became clear. Overwhelmed with shame, the brothers fell to their knees. But Yusuf's heart held no revenge, only forgiveness. "No blame will fall on you today," he said. "Take my shirt," Yusuf told them, "and place it over our father's eyes. His sight, lost to years of weeping, will return." A messenger raced across the desert toward Canaan. Before he even arrived, Yaqub lifted his head. "I sense the scent of Yusuf," he whispered. The moment the shirt touched his face, Yaqub's eyes opened wide, clear, bright, and full of tears of joy after decades of darkness. Soon after, the entire family journeyed to Egypt. Yusuf welcomed his parents and brothers into his home with open arms and no bitterness at all. And there, in that palace, Yusuf remembered the dream of his childhood. As his family bowed before him, the sun, the moon, and 11 stars had finally come true. This has been the true story of Yusuf, a boy betrayed by those closest to him, who rose through patience, integrity, and forgiveness to become the salvation of a nation. 14 centuries later, betrayal, jealousy, and unfair hardship still touch nearly every life. But so does the same quiet lesson. Patience and integrity are never wasted. Yusuf waited years to see his hardship turn into purpose. Have you ever gone through something painful that later made sense? Tell us in the comments. If this story moved you, subscribe and turn on the bell. Join us next time for another true sacred story.